Welcome to Creative Things by Miss Rhonda. Let's get started on our Easter wreath. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I have already wrapped my foam ring. It's very hard, it's green. I got it from the Dollar Tree, and I also got the ribbon from the Dollar Tree, like I stated before. So what I'm going to do is I had a template that I used to trace this with. And so what I'm going to do, you can use your Cricut Explorer if you want to cut it. You can use your Cricut Joy if you want to cut it, because I'm going to do a few things on that. I love both of my machines, but I just so happened to be an old-time crafter when there wasn't any machine, and that may tell my age a little bit, but oh well. So I'm going to trace this. I usually keep all my pencils and stuff here for tracing, and I'm going to just trace this bunny. As you can see, I hope everybody is having a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. It's been enlightening for me. I've been inside. I've been taking care of my grandson. I've been doing a lot of crafting and a lot of resting, and I'm about burnt out from this resting. But of course, we have to stay safe for ourselves and for others, and that's what it's all about. If we can work together to contain this thing, hopefully it will be over soon. So I'm going to cut it out, and let me show you this paper. This paper is very much burlap, and I had to send off for this paper because I haven't been going into too many stores. I've been basically shopping online, but I got it from Joann's. And this is what it looks like. So, like I said, I haven't been going out much. I know me and my fiance, we went to Lowe's yesterday night, believe it or not. We seem to travel a lot more during the night than we do the daytime because it's less people out. And the stores, poor things, they have been trying to keep things in stock, but I was talking to a department manager at Walmart the other day, and at a Chesapeake Walmart, and they said it's so hard to keep things filled up because no sooner than they stock the shelves, people are in shopping like almost every day. I mean, the shelves are empty, the racks are empty, the frozen foods are becoming empty. And so she was saying that they might have to just shut down for a day just to try to restock, because the fastest they restock it is the fastest people come in and take what they have. So like I said, that's not a for sure thing, but I've heard a couple of stores make that suggestion, and I think that would probably is what's going to help them, because it's really crazy out here during the daytime. But anyway, I'm cutting my little bunny out, as you can see, and getting it all cut out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that's called Mod Podge. Now, Mod Podge is like a liquid paste. And what you see here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this burlap on top of this bunny. So I have two different kinds. I have this Mod Podge, which can be used for paper. It has a gloss. And then you can also use this Mod Podge, which comes from the Dollar Tree. It doesn't make much difference which one you use. The object is to stick your paper or your material down to your object. So I'm just gonna take this sponge here. You can get these sponges from Walmart, from the art supply store, from my favorite place, the Dollar Tree. And I'm just gonna, as you see, I am covering the bunny all the way. And this blue mat that you see me working on is called a non-stick craft mat. That means that I can work on it with the glue gun or whatever, and it won't stick to the mat. So I've covered my bunny with Mod Podge, and I'm going to take and stick my burlap onto this bunny. And I want to try to get it as even as possible, because once this sticks down, it really sticks. Okay, and then I'm just going to take another coat. And yes, it does dry clear. I can hear that question coming a mile away. Yes, the Mod Podge dries clear. And so I'm going to give this a chance to dry. This just secures it to make sure that it doesn't come off, that it doesn't move around. So I'm going to secure it down with some Mod Podge on the top. And it will dry clear. Don't worry. You won't have any white stuff on top of your project if you decide to use Mod Podge. Like I said, it's just the paste, so it will dry clear. And what I'm doing is just making sure that the burlap is secure on top of the cardstock bunny. And actually, I cut 2 pieces of cardstock out and glued them together in order to make the thickness for the bunny. Okay, I've decided to put a string here, and this is going to be my hanging string. And what I did was I just took my burlap string and just fished it through with a pin so that I could have a way to hang it on the door. Okay, I have some letters down here that say Happy Spring, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them across the front of this right here. And as you can see, my burlap bunny that I did with Mod Podge is nice and clear and ready to be glued onto the wreath. But I decided to put a bow on his little neck like this so he can look really, really cute. And then I'm going to take this little piece of burlap bow and I'm going to stick that right on top because I want to stay in the theme of the burlap. I don't want to go away from that. So what I did, instead of cutting this with the wire cutters, what I've done is I've just peeled the paper off of it. And it pulls right out of this little clip right here. And then you can just finish taking off the paper. And that way you can arrange your eggs in the grass the way you want to. Now I'm going to cut this edge off because I don't want it to be that long. So I can just take my scissors, everything but the wire, because this is wire here. The eggs are made of wire. So I'm going to have to use a wire cutter to do that. But the little shiny stuff here, the little sparkles, they're just made of like straw. So you can use some sharp scissors to cut those. And it cuts right off. And then I'll reach into my drawer here where I keep my little wire cutters and bring them out and cut this wire down some. Maybe it's time for me a new pair of wire cutters because those don't seem to want to cut it. Oh, I had the wrong ones, that's why. Okay, there we go. That's cut. The blue one is cut. The pink one is cut. And the yellow one is cut. So everything is cut to what I'm going to use right now. Okay, as you can see, I've hung this string, and what I did was I went and measured my door to see exactly how far for it to hang down. Up here, I have the happy, and I glued these letters. These are letters that I found on some little flags, and I just cut the letters out and glued them on with my glue gun. Now you see my little rabbit is done, and I've put 2 flowers down here. So like the simple stuff I have prepared and have done. I put 2 little balls in the middle here and 1 up here, just with glue. And remember, we use Mod Podge to do this, and it's nice and clear. So now down the bottom here, on the bottom, I'm going to do spring. And I've already cut my letters out to place onto my wreath. And that's what I'm going to do. It's been quite a day today. We found out today that Virginia schools, grades K through 12, is closed. I mean, I don't know. I guess in reality, some people knew it was going to happen, and we were hoping that we could go back, but I guess it's to be on the safe side. You got to do what you got to do. I just want everybody to be safe and be cautious and just trust in God. It's all going to be okay. I was talking to a coworker of mine earlier today, and I was telling her how in my lifetime I would never imagine anything like this happening. And it is so unreal sometimes to think about how we have to walk around with masks and gloves and keep hand sanitizer and keep Clorox wipes. I've even put some in my purse in a Ziploc bag. So if I have to go out to the store, I can wipe down the cart real good and everything. I mean, I haven't gone to wearing a mask and plastic gloves because I'm trying to stay inside and trying to stay faithful, knowing that it's all going to work out and everything is going to be okay. But just keep your children safe. Make sure you use plenty of hand sanitizer and know that it's going to pass. We just have to work together and do the right thing in order to, get rid of this virus that's going on. And hopefully, by the grace of God, they will find a cure for it real soon. Some type of vaccination to help it. So let's get back to something positive. As you can see, I placed my letters down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my faithful glue gun. I love this glue gun. And I'm going to glue them down. Now, the reason why I decided to use the glue gun is because you could use some other adhesive, but it's going to take quite a while for it to dry. And this glue gun, of course, it's hot. So it's going to do what you need to do very fast so you won't have to be messing around with it all day long. So I'm going to glue them down, and I go back and I try to glue down some of the areas that I didn't get. So right now I'm just going to glue down the letters. Make sure I put enough glue on it to hold them down. I have a day tomorrow. I have to start keeping my grandson. I love my little man, Mr. Messiah. He is so smart. And his school has sent packets out like most schools to keep the children going on and doing what they need to do. So, being that the school year is out, I really wish we were in school. I love my babies. I miss them. I work at a Title I school, and those that work at a Title I school know that sometimes school is the best place for them and a safe place for them. So, it's hard, but I know it has to be done, and this is what's good for and best for us all. So, just be diligent and keep those babies in prayer that everything will work out just fine. So, there you go. I've glued spring, so it says happy spring. And if you look at my happy, you can see that it's got like a kind of a shine to it. So what I've done with that is I use this Nuvo. And the Nuvo is like a 3D builder. It makes your letters and ornaments and all of that come out, shiny, or come out like 3D. It makes them sit out. So as you can see, I have like all colors. All colors. I have all colors to do what I need to do. So I have like 2 crates of these plus one more of every color. But this color that I'm using is a clear. And it's just like a gloss that you put on it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this gloss on each letter. Like this. And then I'm going to do this to every letter. And then I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're putting on this gloss onto the letters so that it'll give it like a 3D type of dimension. And all you do is you just dab it up here. And it will dry flat. Believe what I say. I keep a little napkin here so I can wipe off my tips so that they won't stick together. So as you can see, I've put on the little gloss. I don't know how well you can see it. The light is so blurry sometimes. But I have on my little gloss. And so as you can see, there's a space here. And I'm going to put a bow right there. And I'm going to use this bow right here, stuff to do my bow. So again, I had did one of these in one of my other videos, but I sped it up so that it would go faster, and you kind of miss out on the good stuff. So I'm just gonna, all you're doing is making a loop. You're gathering it, twisting it, making a loop. Try to keep all your loops just about the same size. Twist, make a loop. And so you're just gathering the middle together. That's what you're doing. And I don't have a lot of this left over, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this ribbon up because it's not much left on the roll. So I'm gonna make a 3-loop bow on this instead of just a 2. And you gotta keep it gathered together, twist, and make a loop. And I have just enough here for my tail, because your bow has to have a tail. So what I'm going to do with this burlap string, remember the burlap string? You don't throw nothing away because it comes in handy. I'm going to tie this off with this burlap string here. Let's take this off the roll. We're done with that. And let's tie this. I'm kind of using my lap too as well, guys. And I'm going to take my scissors and cut some of this string so I won't have to work with all this stringing along. Just cut it a little bit. I said I wanted to finish this project up before I go to my other destination, keeping my grandson. So I'm going to try to do a recording while I'm there because I think I'm going to be working with my Cricut Joy while I'm on the other side, keeping him. And I'm looking forward to that because he's a joy. You know, Mr. Messiah, that's my little teeny man. I got a teeny man and I have a man. And man belongs to my middle son, Jerron. And teeny man belongs to my oldest son, Bobby. So those are my 2 little grandbabies. And I always say my baby boy, Jaquan, who just graduated from Virginia State, December the 14th, he'll probably be the one to give me a little girl. Because all I have is a bunch of grandsons. So, and we hope not too soon for that anyway. But anyway, now we've made our bow. And we're just going to fluff out our little loops. Fluff them out, make them look really, really pretty. And don't worry about this tail because you can fix this once you glue your bow up here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue my bow up here. I'm going to put glue on the back of here. I could have used the string and tied it around first. But if you put enough glue, trust me, it's going to stay right where you put it at. I can guarantee you that. Let me get my scissors here so I can cut my bow. So let's just put this up here like this. And I mean, you still could take the string if you wanted to and just tie it around. It's really up to you how you want to do it. You don't have to have a piece of string around it because I'll probably wind up cutting this piece of string here. Soon as I get my bow placed up here where I want it at, which I probably should have waited because my stuff hasn't dried yet, but I wanted to show you guys where the bow was going to be at. It's going to be more like to the side here. So I'm just going to give you a kind of a output of what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to hang it up, and I'll probably put a little egg right here. So this is my finished project, everything but the little egg that I'm going to put in the middle. I hope you guys enjoyed my little wreath demonstration. Get on up, make your wreath. Crafting is fun. It soothes the soul. It can turn the baddest day into sunshine. So I thank you all for joining me. Please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, my friends, so I can keep going. Hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button. I need to get those likes, and share my YouTube channel with someone else. And tell them to come on and see Creative Crafts at its best. And oh yeah, don't forget to go on to the Facebook website and join my new Facebook page. It's called Crafters of, you know what, I changed the name. That's why I can't get it. Forgive me, y'all. I changed the name because I had it Crafters of Chesapeake, but I changed it because I wanted more people to not feel like they couldn't join because it said Chesapeake. So just go to my Facebook page. I'm going to put it down in the description so you can get it. And I got to get used to that name myself because I had no idea that I was going to change it until my very sweet sister-in-law, I love her to death. She's always there for me. She was like, sis, let's try and get more viewers by changing the name a little bit, because if they think it's just Chesapeake, they may not want to, it may limit it, which made sense. So it's for the 757 now. Like I said, I'll leave the Facebook page down in the description box. Please forgive me. I should know my own Facebook page. But anyway, it's so much going on, and I've made so many changes to it that it's hard to sometimes remember what it is. So there is my new wreath. And I decided to put a burlap wreath in the middle instead of a bow. Instead of an egg. So you guys have a blessed evening. You guys stay blessed. And I hope to see you guys back really, really soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.